Hello and welcome to the Any Art Netty baking channel. Now in this video I'm making a cream cheese frosting, and this is actually for a carrot cake, and the video of that will be coming soon. Now I'm doing a vegan version, but you can do just a normal version. The cream cheese I'm using is a free from, and it's from Asda, which is a supermarket in the UK. Now I would recommend this one on the screen now, Violife, instead, because it is much thicker and that's what you need. But if you're using just a normal cream cheese, that'd be much better. But if you're looking for a dairy alternative or a vegan alternative, I'd use that instead. In both circumstances, use 100 grams of that. I was trying to use as little possible utensils as I could because it cuts down on the washing up, so I could have just got a spoon in there, but I decided to do that instead. You learn, I'm learning. So here is another vegan dairy alternative to use instead of butter. I'm using stork. Now 100 grams of that, or 100 grams of butter if you're using it. That one is actually Vegan Society approved at the time of making this video, which is things change all the time, so just in case I'll pop that in. So 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of cream cheese. Now this will, if you've got any left over, this will stay fresh for up to 4 days in the fridge. If you're going to freeze that, it's good for 2 months. So when you come to defrost it, leave it in the fridge overnight or at room temperature to defrost it. So if you're after a very light and fluffy icing or frosting, whatever you want to call it, the butter and cream cheese should be at room temperature before mixing it up. It will give that lovely light and fluffy texture that we're all looking for. Now, obviously, because I'm using a vegan alternative, it is a bit more runny, and we are currently experiencing summer in the UK, which is probably for like 1 or 2 days or something like that. So you can put it in the fridge if you find it's too runny for about 20 minutes. I'm just going to add 300 grams of icing sugar to that. Now, I have found that some icing sugars say may contain eggs. Now the reason being for that is on the production line, somewhere along the line, they have eggs in the same building or on the same production line where something's made. They have to say that by law in case somebody with a really severe egg allergy picks up on that. It won't affect a vegan as such, but it might affect someone with an egg allergy. So do be aware, and especially with at the time of making this video, again with royal icing, that does contain egg white apparently. So that may change again, but at this time of making this, do beware of that fact, because I didn't know that and I found that out. So all of those ingredients, once they're in there, are going to be mixed together. I'm going to use an electric whisk. Now if you find it is too thick, you can add a tablespoon of milk. Now you don't have to do this, because obviously you can put it in the fridge to thicken it up or whatever. I added it and then I found it was too runny and I shouldn't have done it really. I should have put it in the fridge, but being it was summer, I didn't realise actually it was a bit too thin. So there's another thing there. Now just a wee disclaimer, I am kind of a beginner to all this baking malarkey, and I'm not saying this is the definitive way that you should do it. I'm just finding this is some tips and some things that I've learnt from doing it, and then I can work on that and make it better and improve, as we all can. So another thing you can add to this is orange juice, but I don't because I'm allergic. But if you find that's something you usually add, I'm sure that's something you can pop in. This recipe for cream cheese frosting is especially good for carrot cake, video coming soon, a lemon and poppy seed cake, and especially red velvet cake. So some other ideas for flavours of cream cheese frosting could be, if you added 2 tablespoons of cocoa, it'd make a nice chocolate version. Maybe 1 tablespoon of coffee granules could make a nice coffee version. 1 tablespoon of almond extract would add a lovely almondy flavour to that. The zest of 2 lemons is another idea for a lemony cream cheese frosting. Or if you're after a spicy version, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon would be perfect. And then maybe you want to make it more vanilla intense, I'd add 1 tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. Or last but not least, if you're looking for a boozy cream cheese frosting, I'd add amaretto or another liqueur, maybe Cointreau for a orangey liqueur. So I hope that was helpful, and maybe there's some ideas you have. Please feel free to pop them in the comment box below. There will be a recipe to print off, and also the carrot cake I made, which is easily adaptable for celiacs, just avoiding gluten or wheat in general, or dairy or anything like that. It's possible to adapt it so it's suitable for pretty much, hopefully, everyone. So coming soon, and this cream cheese frosting is absolutely perfect for that carrot cake. So the rest of that video will be coming very soon, but I thought I'd just give this its own video. And there we are then. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you again soon. Bye for now.